Well, good morning, y'all. Welcome to Double Hook Angling. How is everybody doing this morning? All right, so it might be a little loud. We've got my boy's dogs are here, so we've got right now we've got his Doberman and his 7.5-month-old Brittany here. So it's like, and then with Rosie, and Rosie, being a year and a half old now, she's still a puppy. So like furniture's been rearranged. There's a lot of moaning and groaning going on, playing. And Rosie, like, she's very vocal. So when she wants to play, she sits there and does all that stuff. So it's hilarious. But it might get a little loud while we're doing this. So, but but anyways, welcome in everybody. I hope everybody had a great week. Hope everybody is doing well. Remember, share out your stuff. If you're mods, share out your channel, share out everybody else's channel in here that's not mods. This channel is about, you know, all of us sharing our knowledge and getting out there and having a good time and having things to watch besides this crap on TV. So, with that being said, we're going to tie some jigs today. Um, we This is our opening of trout season, and it's today. I mean, today was opening day. So Rex, our co-host, he is out trout fishing because he just lives a little bit over from his trout pond and stuff. And me and Gregory don't have our trout stamps yet. We didn't make it over to get them yet, so we're going to get that done today, and then we'll be able to legally join in on the trout fishing over there. So, but Rex went out, and in an hour and 15 minutes, he had his 5 limit. He was done. So I'm sure there'll be some video coming on that. Um, and, we'll just all have a good time here. So let's go back and see who all's in here and say hello to everybody and good morning and all that jazz. So let's go up. Let's see who was first today. River Rat 3030. Ernest was first. Okay, let's go, my friend David and everyone. Good morning. God bless. Right on YouTube, brother. Okay, half century. Half century said I'm first. He must have been typing it about the set. Nope, he was. Hey, you were 13 minutes later. 14. I can't. Oh, 16 minutes later. 13 minutes. I'm doing my math wrong here. 46. Yeah, 13 minutes later. All right. So we got Keith. Good morning. Half century. Good morning to you. Downtown Ernie Brown. Say hello to Chrissy. Bugman. We just won Bugman's show. If y'all didn't know, on Friday mornings, Bugman's got a show going now. So go over and jump and catch him. Chad Thomason. That's one of our good friends that lives here in Kansas. He's starting to become a better and better friend. We haven't got to meet each other yet, but we talk from time to time, make comments on each other's stuff. So if y'all don't have Chad, go check him out. He's mostly on Facebook. So that's where I see all of his stuff is on Facebook, and he's been like changing some water pumps on some trucks and stuff, and just putting out some light mechanic knowledge, some of that shade tree mechanic knowledge. And but he did the rebuild the carbs and stuff on his pontoon boat, so did a good job doing that. Got everything all nice and shiny. So if you guys haven't, go check him out. And there's old 10 man magnet fishing. He's a local gentleman that goes around and cleans out the bottom of all these areas around the docks, and then donated a box of lures to me and Gregory, and Gregory's been having a blast with them. So Shirley T, good morning. How are you doing? Avid's in here. Morning, bud. Curtis, morning. Man, tell you what, trying to get into the shows in the morning has been pretty rough. I've been staying up too late. I've been staying up to almost 10. Usually I'm in bed by 9, but I haven't been getting up until like 6:30. So I've been missing some of that. So if you guys don't know Curtis, I think everybody in here knows Curtis is on with Hog Leg Monday through Thursday, and then Bugman picks it up Friday morning, and then we're after Bugman. Let's go through there, finish reading chat. Lance, welcome in, bud. I'm like behind in chat. Any fan? I need to get caught up here. Half century. All right, oh no, right on. Yeah, John Parker's doing the same thing with Bugman, I believe, or y'all are whoever goes up or what. Somebody's filling in on Friday mornings. So we got there's Bobcat. What's up, Dallas? Man, I'm so far behind in chat. I'm almost there, guys. I appreciate y'all making all these comments, but it takes me a minute to get caught up. I believe I got everybody. Okay, and then I'm back down the bottom of chat. So now it'll start auto feeding. All right, let's tie some jigs, y'all. So we went over to Eagle Lake, and that was last week still. Friday after the show, we went to Eagle Lake, and I ended up catching like 50 crappie. They were small, but man, it was a blast. And this was the main jig that I was using is this one we're fixing to tie right here. And they were smacking it. And I was kind of, I don't know if I was getting on. I mean, Rex was sitting there, kept going, man, what are you doing, man? I was catching even Gregory. I was out fishing Gregory, and Gregory was getting kind of a little hinky with me too. So it was awesome. I was like, I'll finally outfish Gregory. So that kid's just got the touch. But I had the color, I had the movement, I had something that they just was after that day. I was throwing it in the same exact spot almost every time, or drifting over the same spot. And I mean same spot as in like the size of a dinner table spot. So there had to be a tree limb down there. There had to be some kind of structure that they were just on, but there was a tree up overhanging, and I couldn't see any broken branches. There's no leaves on the trees right now, and I couldn't see any broken branches. So I don't know if anything fell in and that, they were just holding to that structure or what. But I'd take and pop it through there. I'd hit it about 3 times. I just let it set, and then the wind, I'd either reel it slow or let the wind kind of drift it into that spot, and then I'd go bump, 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 and it'd be like, and then fish on. So it was a good day. And then we caught a couple shell crackers that day, caught some nice bluegills, so like hand-sized bluegills. Now my hand ain't huge, but from that wrinkle right there to the tip of my finger is 7 inches. And so if I catch a bluegill that's that big or bigger, then I know that I got a decent bluegill. Bugman said hi. Always just saying hi. Yeah, thanks, Bugman. Let's see. Fresno. I'm missing people. Norman. I was talking Brandon Outdoors. Okay, I think I'm caught back up with everybody. If I miss y'all, I'm sorry. And tying jigs and chatting, and you know how it goes. So, little pink marabou tail. See that? Kind of little pink marabou tail. I think my computer's back a little for some reason. Maybe. It didn't seem like it was focusing there. But then some sour truce, and this is woolly booger chenille. She let the dogs back in, so it's going to get loud, like I said, probably. They just ran behind me, bumped my chair. You're going to, here, give me that before you spill it all over the place. Thank you, dear. The dogs are sitting there jumping on her, trying to get the coffee. And I figured this is going to be a fun live with having the dogs here. But like I said, if you guys are not mods, if the mods could share out the not mods, get y'all's channel up here. Everybody post the link to their channel. So this right here, this little dude right here. See it? See it? Come on. Dang, that's my armpit. Go away. Dang dog. All right. Come on, focus camera. Hopefully y'all can see that. That's a 1/32, and it's a size 4 hook. Rosie, what are you doing? Rosie licked my armpit again. I hate that. Mom and son train adventures. Welcome in. Or train rail fans. I don't know why I said adventures. Matt, welcome in. Want to be outdoors? Wolf Den. That chat moves so fast. My dyslexia, I associate words with other words, and it just makes my brain think I'm saying something. Would you stop licking me? She wants 11s, and I'm ignoring her. There's other dogs to go play with. You wanted nothing to do with me earlier and wanted to play with the dogs. Now you go do your thing with your mama and your adopted sister. Don't you come over here and lick me. Okay, come here. You want to see me? I love you too. I love you too. Get some. All right, now go down. I had to get the dog some 11s so she'll go away. Ain't nothing like a redhead wanting attention. Rosie, quit pushing my chair. Go play. I knew this was going. She's been such a good dog all these shows lately, but now that these other dogs are here, she wants everybody to pay attention to her. Whether it's me or the other dog, or I kind of got a little bit of a wet ear still. Freaking dogs. See, that's all she wanted. She wanted some kissings. She wanted some lovings and some kisses. That crazy dog. That dog's so emotional. I don't know if y'all remember when she was a puppy. Some of y'all that were in here back then, when she was a little puppy and her head was like way down here still, even when she was standing up, and she only weighed like 20 pounds. Well, she weighs 80 now. She would always come up and try to lick me and stuff, and then I'd pick her up and loves on her and things. She was such a good puppy. And then when she got bigger, she could reach me, and then she started licking my armpit and all that kind of thing. But when I would do these shows, I would get loud, and that's when she would come over, because she'd think that I would getting upset or something. She'd get loud and she'd come over and start loving and kissing on me, calm me down. And to tell you the truth, over the last year, that dog's calmed me down a little bit. I get excited sometimes, and
okay, baby.
Stuart. The bad thing is the Dotson. She's like, hey, Ellie, quit. Right, if you can't hear it, the puppy is going and trying to get the old Dotson.
Hey,
she's like,
my
what do we
dog.
say? She's like 13 or something.
My dog.
But she ain't got no teeth left.
My dog.
And so she can't defend herself. So all she does is whine and cry and, try to bite them. It's funny, but it's not funny. The puppies are bullies is what I say. Yeah, Christmas coming up, everybody is gonna be busy and stuff. So what we're gonna do is this is like a little bit of announcement. We're gonna have today's show, and then we're gonna have the show in a week, and then we're gonna have one more show, and then we're not gonna do any shows until after the first of the year. So there'll be a couple weeks we won't have shows around Christmas time. And that's just so we can spend time with the kids and the family and do that kind of thing. So we're gonna have today, we're gonna have next week, and then we'll have one more week after, and then no more shows for until the first of the year. Yeah, sometimes see with my dyslexia, there's another funny thing is ever since I found out what AnyFans is or OnlyFans, I guess it's called OnlyFans. Ever since I found out what that actually is, I was like flabbergasted, like really. Ooh. But now every once in a while, when I see AnyFan, somebody make a comment of AnyFan, there's been enough people talk about the OnlyFans thing. Every once in a while, when I see AnyFan, my dyslexia makes me think of that and I have to read it twice to make sure that what they're saying. But I didn't click on or anything. I just asked Google what it was, and I was like, really? Oh my gosh. I don't understand how I don't know. People are weird. Some people like things that you wouldn't think that people should like, but this is for the last 1,000 years or so, this world has been a little off the rails. The last 3 years most definitely. Should say the last 30 years being under a continuous resolution for no reason. We need to decide on that crap individually, one at a time. Hey, Ellie, leave lady alone. Sorry, guys, I'm not trying to yell in your ears.
Which lady?
Hopefully nobody has on headphones.
Somebody know where lady went.
Lady went up under the couch, or no, she's underneath Gregory's stool. Mom's going to rescue her, pick her up, and
Oh, Savior.
she'll be a lap puppy today. She usually is, anyways.
Oh, Savior. And you got a poopy in my chair.
Ah!
She tried to do that outside, but she couldn't do it. She's constipated.
I think we're going to be talking about, I hate to say this, but I think we're going to be talking about putting another one down here before too long, Naomi, as old as she is. I hate putting dogs down. We just put Minnie down this summer, and that killed me. I still miss my Minnie. And we put down my Dotson this summer, and that just sucked.
It wasn't.
Right there's my
it was
Dotson.
easy.
I've got her tattooed on me.
Hey! No, Ellie. Bite me and lady.
That Brittany puppy is something else. Brittany's are like crackheads. So let's try something else. Give you guys something else to look at here.
Hey.
I know what we do. Let's do this one. So what I've been doing anyways, so like back on my subject before I got on the subject with the dogs. So Rex went trout fishing this morning, and I'm sure he filmed it, or at least I hope he did. And we can add that in. Rex is our new co-host. You guys have seen him in my edited videos before. We're just, broadening this thing out. Then we also have special guests. My buddy Jason, my other buddy Mikey, both of them are my high school buddies. Rosie, you got to go, hun. We got, and then we have Rex's buddy Mike that he makes an appearance once in a while. So, with that being said, we're kind of we're getting to be the double hook angling crew. So it's kind of cool. It's always great to have friends to go fishing with. I hate fishing by myself, but I like it, but then I hate it. But also, I always have Gregory, so I'm never actually by myself. So, oh, there's Kelly. Yeah, Kelly, we know you're special. I can't say nothing about riding a short bus because I rode the short bus when I was a kid. I truly did. I rode the short bus. I had to go to behavior disorder class because I had ADHD and just couldn't sit still and couldn't shut up. And they said I argued too much and all that kind of stuff. But it's because sometimes I can't control myself. People say something stupid and I got to speak up.
Rosie.
Okay, so this has got a blue tail. I need to find my blue feather. I thought I had some blue feathers. Oh, I do, right there. So, like, I bought some saltwater hackle. Okay, and if y'all don't know, saltwater hackle, and I got it from Hairline. So this is a bash. This is a bash on Hairline. Hey, Rosie, chill. There's a bash on Hairline. Okay, saltwater hackle is supposed to be 5 to 7 inches. Tell me how any of that. I mean, there might be 3 feathers in there that are 5 inches, but you tell me how any of that is 5 inches. I get a tape measure if I have to, but I'm gonna tell you right now, my hand is 7 inches from that point at that wrinkle in my wrist. I know this because I did it for fishing. My hand plus my middle finger is 10 inches, so I know I can catch crappie. So there's no way that that's 5 inches. But anyways, I'm using them for the smaller jigs, so. And I'm just gonna stick. I told you them dogs are going to get to going and playing, and then it's just going to be noisy. I apologize, guys. It's probably not too bad, but I'm sure you can hear it. So I'm going to go ahead and we're just going to use up these little blue feathers. Okay, so Kelly drove it. Now I usually sit in the back because the bus driver would just let me sit in the back. I was at that time I was the oldest kid on there because I was in sophomore. I was a sophomore. Yeah, I was a rotten kid as far as they were concerned. And it's just because I back talked them. I would tell the teachers to, piss off and excuse the language, but I was vulgar then. I didn't care about the teachers. I didn't care about a lot of things, but my parents just let me run wild from 14, and I had to calm myself down. Through my 20s, I was pretty calm, but I am kind of a butthead and a little bit of an a-hole, so. And the biggest reason why people think that is just because I stand up for myself. I stand up for my rights. I'll argue with the cop. I've been told that I was going to be arrested like 40 some times for disorderly conduct, and when I start telling them you're not going to arrest me because I'm arguing my rights with you, you can't be a complainant. When I start doing all that, they just shut down for some reason, or they just threaten to arrest you more until they're told by their superior to shut up. So I don't know. One of these days I'll probably get arrested, then I'll just sue them. For one thing, I'm one of the people that think that the Constitution is the only thing that abides. Anything else, and then there's even the Supreme Court and the Bill of Rights. The Bill of Rights says that codes and statutes cannot be applied to the common man. So, and all these all the vehicle codes, they're not laws. People are like, oh, they're vehicle laws. No, they're vehicle codes. So they don't apply. Technically, you don't even have to have a driver's license to travel freely, but you have to have a driver's license to haul commerce. So, but argue that with a municipal court, municipal judge, municipal city attorney, or in our case, the city manager is the city attorney and the city judge all at the same deal, which I don't understand how that's possible, but okay. So why wouldn't you sue somebody like the city? You got to go to federal court. Just go there automatically. Don't even try to sue in the city court. It's like I'm dealing with sidewalk issues. So I just want to be able to go down the dang sidewalk without going in the street. Tried to get ran over. But wheelchair life, if y'all been there, y'all know. If you ain't been there, you don't know. It's just part of it. Everybody might have an idea, but I have a little bit more mobility than most. I can at least, stand holding on to something. it's hard to get up. But like if I slide out of the pickup truck and I hold onto the door, I could stand there. If I try to take a step, I'm gonna fall on my face. But I want some flash in this one. I didn't put flash in that last one. I was sitting here just talking away. Yeah. Oh, well, that's what I was going to say about Chad earlier. And Chad's another fella that, like I said, we've become pretty good friends. As far as internet friends are. One of these days, hopefully soon, we get to meet each other. I would like to go down there at least in the springtime to that little river that he's at, the Baxter Springs area in Kansas. I'd like to go down there and fish that little river. And when he gets his pontoon boat out on the water, and he's no offense to you, Chad, but when I know that thing floats and is safe, and you've been out on it a time or two, then I'll make some plans, come down and get on it with you. But until then, now I got plans. I want to go down and I want to fish with Chad. So that's going to be one of that I think I'm going to try to do that in the springtime when I have a little bit more money, maybe after catcom or something. Things start warming back up and the big fish start getting again. But yeah, we kind of, now that I've become friends with him like that or whatever I said. So we we share the love. We sent him a care package and that kind of thing. So, and he reps our gear pretty well. I appreciate it. There you go. These ones here. They're doing pretty good out at the pond one day, and I wish I could fish with the deer. Better chance of catching fish. Yeah, 922. Welcome in. Yeah. Well, here. So the reason why the dogs are still here and didn't go home was because Tim comes over. He sits down on the couch. Mom talks about ordering a pizza. Well, she calls Casey's and says, "I want a breakfast pizza." And then they're like, oh, their automated service wasn't working, saying that they don't make that pizza. Well, then I called the store, and the store's like, "Oh yeah, we're out of cheese sauce." So Naomi didn't get her pizza, and oh, right on. Wolves Den's going to be working on a new logo, so he's going to be listening while he's working. But now I forgot my train of thought.
I hung up a minute later. Timothy had.
Oh yeah. So we hung up with the cheese pizza thing, and it was like, well, we're not getting a cheese pizza. And then about that time, so this God intervening, saying, "Don't order the pizza because then nobody going to go get it," because Tim was going to go get it. Well, his phone bings. He looks at his phone. He goes, "Ah!" His trail camera started going off. He's looking at it. He's like, "My target buck is there right now. My target buck is there right now. And it's rifle season." So you know what he did? He ran out the door and he kind of schooled the tires a little bit, and he took off to go get that deer. So it was all having a cow. It must be nice to be 24. I wished I was 24 again. But he took off after that buck. So it's like, these modern trail cameras, I'll tell you what, you get instant notification and all that. He's been showing, and then he's got a good camera. So, and he bought it at, I think he got it at like Academy or Shields. He might have got it at Shields. I think he might have got it at Shields. But anyways, or Walmart even. I don't know. But anyways, it's a $180 or $200 camera, whatever. It's got its own little SIMS card and stuff. You just got to pay activation. And I think he said it's like $6 or $8 a month or something. So, anyways, he's got his camera out there, and then in Kansas we can still put out food. So we have a corn pile out there by the pond just to draw them in a little bit, give them some nutrition. The fields right around us, they've all been stripped. Everybody this year, like our acreage had basically grass on it. sorghum. I couldn't think of what it was called. I'm having such a brain fart. Anyways, they got tall grass on there right now, and they just got done belling it all up last month, and the bales are sitting on the side of the field and stuff. So everything out there, all the farmland's leased, all the family land, it's all leased out. So um, we just take the northeast. Uh, we take that to ourselves. It's probably actually, yeah, it's probably 6 to 10 acres. I don't even know. We never mapped it out. We just cut off that area on the, there's like a drainage ditch out of our pond. So we just went from that over and said, hey, just don't farm this area no more. We're going to turn it into deer land. And we did that like 15 years ago, 14 years ago, I think is when we got when my mother-in-law bought that property. So, but that property is now we had a bunch of trees and stuff that we've got started out there. We planted a bunch of oaks and pecans and things like that because Kansas is talking about going away from letting you feed. So if they do that, then we'll already be grandfathered in because we'll have a bunch of oak and pecan trees out there, and there ain't nothing they can do about it then. If they're natural trees and the nuts and stuff are falling off there naturally, they can't do nothing about us hunting around it. We've got apple trees out there. We've got apricot tree. We got some peach trees. We got lots of blackberries. We've turned that land into some good hunting land, and we've also doubled its value because of that. Good thing the county appraiser doesn't think so. There you go, Miss Jody. How you doing? So, Miss Jody, you should be getting a package in the mail. We no cookies this time, just jigs. Naomi was kind of cookied out.
David ate them all.
She made some cookies, and I'm not supposed to be eating that stuff. And for 2 days, I ate cookies, and guess what? For 2 days, I felt sick as can be. My stomach hurt. So, the ones that I tied for Miss Jody. Let's see. I'll find me a head here, and I'll show you guys what we did for her. So if you have me on Facebook, you can follow me on Facebook. And if you don't have me on Facebook, my Facebook is David Lemon, Lemen. You can look me up and just find the one with the most recent, double hook post or stuff like that. Or if you have Facebook and you want to join Double Hook Angling Facebook group, that Double Hook Angling is a Facebook group. You can ask to join that. So sometimes I decline them because, them bots and stuff. If you get some messages from some pretty girl in a bikini and that's the only thing on her deal, she's probably fake. So, Outdoors Addictions, welcome in. Coastal, welcome in. But yeah, so this is the one that I tied for Jody here. Come on, get out of there. And then David Hughes got some of these too. I didn't see him in here this morning. I'm going to give away. Maybe I probably shouldn't have tied this. I'm going to give away her secret of how she catches all them skipjack. Whoops. That's all right. I'll get here. I'm going to get the. Here you go. Are you ready? Jody, are you watching? Here you go. Here's your little shot. There you go. You like that? She always gives me a bunch of tar about my pinky nail.
Is Pontoon Jody on there?
Yep.
I want to say something.
Oh, here comes Naomi. She says she wants to say something to Miss Pontoon Jody.
Gregory watched your video the other day. He said when we go to CapCon to give you some cookies and have a big old spider jump out of the bag at you. That was Gregory.
Ooh, she gonna get Gregory now. she gonna open that. She gonna open that box. Have somebody else open that box up for her. Did you get him? Oh, so he's back. I was just telling everybody your story about how you left your dogs and just ran away.
But yeah, he said he's gonna do that to her.
So did you get out there and you spooked him driving in, didn't you? He just walking through. He's gonna walk over on Fairchild's land next door, and they're gonna pop him. Oh, the guys aren't there. Ellie, quit. All right, so this is the jig that was tying up for her. She says, "LL Gregory, you will have to do that."
Like these? 99 cents at White's. You did too.
Okay, so what we got is that blue short saltwater hackle. Jody got all the long pieces, so hers will be hers are a little longer than this. But so, and then I got this blue. I don't remember what color this chenille was called. Let's see if I can find the package here. This was it's called the Blues. So it's just called the Blues. And nimrodstackle.com is where that is from. So he's a guy that sells on eBay or gal, or I don't know. I've never met the person, but that piece was too short. Oh, I'm gonna need that bag out anyways. Where's the end? Who knows? There's the end. Oh, there you go. The Rex just posted in there. That's Rex posting under my name right there.
What?
So Rex just said, "Good morning." Here, let's put that up there. Let's throw that up. Okay, so there's what Rex just posted up for me. Good morning, y'all. Here's the link for this week's new video. So there you guys go. And pull that out of chat. Thanks, Rex. Appreciate you, brother. All right, so this piece was a little short. So what we're going to do is we're going to tie in, and you're going to kind of cinch down to where you almost feel the threads just start to rip, and you're going to give it 1.5 turns, and then you're just going to lock that little dude in there and fix your patch. Also, when this jig starts to fall apart, because sometimes them crappies teeth grab it and start pulling the threads and stuff. When that jig starts to fall apart, you'll have a little bit of a piece that you'll fall off, and then you'll have the rest of it you can still use for a while. So you're going home tonight. I will check the mail. I believe you should get them today or tomorrow. So there you go. Mailed them off Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah,
Tuesday. We had a lot of snow Saturday. We had like 10.8 inches of snow here in Kingman. And the handicap doors on the north side of the building, and they don't ever do nothing with it, and they keep it locked when it's windy and snowy and stuff, which is actually a violation. But they don't care. They're fixing to. So the ADA law states that you're not supposed to have side or back entrances for people of disability. The handicap accessibility stuff's supposed to be in the front. But like I said, sometimes they just don't care. Ouch. Got a hook on my finger. All right, let's pull out a couple more of them ones. Now that one was just straight out. That was a was that white or pearl? Oh, that's glow in the dark. That one was glow in the dark. So I'm going to tie a few of these for myself to put in my box and go chase some crappie out at the lease pond with it. Yeah. Was that Wolf's Dens that said that? Uh, Chat's going by so fast. I'm missing half of it. I'm just reading some of that. I missed some of that chat. The small shad swim in the blue. Those are blue ones. You can drop them down by the boat and see shad come and swim with them. Yeah, well, that's awesome. Yeah, the shad here this time of year they have a blue tint too. So, come on, I got too many jigs sitting on the pad. Yeah, yeah. Come on, Wolves Den. I'll teach you how to tie. Right on. Thanks, Kelly. Sending off some earbuds and stuff to me on mic and things like that. So I appreciate that. Well, y'all are talking fast in chat today. I'm missing quite a bit of it. My daughter has a spare key. Oh, right on. Okay, so back down to the bottom again, I think. Yep. Catfish fever and outdoor. Welcome in. All right, so this one's a pearl head, and then I did like a little sampler pack for you, Jody. I did I think I did three of the eighths in pearl, three of the eighths in on a or 3/6. Can't even speak. 3 1/8 and 3 1/16. What are you doing, Dave? Pull that feather out. Of each color, basically. So you asked if I could tie them. I tied them. I'll send them to you. If those work for you and you like them, you want some more, you let me know. So we got to support each other, guys. This whole YouTube thing, everybody got to. I mean, like I said, if you're a mod, share out the not mods, and everybody just do your thing in chat. Just no cursing, and if you guys ever come up here, don't be cursing or smoking on my channel. We want to be a good influence for the little ones. I know that some people see me a little rough, all tatted up and stuff, but I don't think that matters for the kiddos. Most of the kids like my tattoos, want to draw on me, color on me. Especially since I'm finishing my sleeve. I'll get my sleeve finished off. I don't know if you guys, how well y'all can see it on camera. So there you go. But it won't be another couple more years. I'll probably be covered completely. I don't know where I'll stop. It's my buddy Merle, man. He's my buddy from high school. I mean, we didn't hang out much in high school, but we did talk and knew each other fairly well back then. Probably know each other a little bit better now. When you sit right there, you're pretty much nose to nose with somebody for hours on end getting tattooed. You talk about a lot of stuff. Of course, he's always trying to show me nudie pictures on his tablet. I ain't into that stuff. I don't care. We watched a couple of them naughty movies back when we was kids, and I just thought they were so ridiculously funny it wasn't worth it. I don't know. I guess I'm just embarrassed. I never was one for the naughty stuff. I'm married. I got a wife. If I want to see naughty stuff, I just I'll go and sneak in there while she's in the shower.
Go away, lay down, don't fall.
Oh, right on, Jody. She said she'll make some posts about them, share them out. Yeah, those ones, those jigs and stuff. Those were your birthday gift, girl. So There were the rest of what I was trying to tie up when you had your birthday, but I didn't have none of these blue feathers, so you just had to wait for them. But now them are your birthday jigs, girl. Now, if you want any more, you're gonna have to pay for them. But I'll give you the friend and family YouTube discount.
1%.
1%. No, usually when I sell jigs, I usually get $1.50. But when I sell to my YouTube friends, we cut y'all a break. I can't. Some of y'all I like well enough, we usually just end up sending you some. Y'all don't ask for much. I've had a couple people on here beg for merchandise, and I mean literally beg. Tell me like a big old, sobby story or whatever, and that's all fine and dandy. And sometimes if I see the need, I'll go ahead and you know send them a couple jigs or something, a thank you letter or whatever. But broke my thread. So when I break my thread, I'll spin it on there a couple times and then I'll wrap it like that, because that will grab that part that kind of broke and went back. May have to pull that one feather right there. So you can salvage it to get both those tag ends. Now they're locked back in. Now I can clean it back up. Get rid of them two tags. Sometimes accidents happen and you got to fix it. So now tie that feather back in there. Oh, I see why that feather was a little short. That's all right. Like I said, these are going to go in my box. It'll hold. If one little piece of feather falls out, whoop-de-doo. Catfishing for real. Welcome in, bud. So, like I was saying, if y'all want some jigs, just let me know. I probably won't tie up much this week because the weather's supposed to be pretty nice. So I'll go be trying to rip some lips, but we will see. I thought we was going to be iced out there for most of the week, but we was only iced out Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, there was still a little bit around the edges and stuff, but we managed to get out and we fished for an hour and a half. We didn't catch squat. Sure. Okay. I just seeing what everybody was up to. All right. So, but like I said, if you want some jigs, just let me know. Y'all know how to get a hold of me. If not, double hook angling, Gmail. We're trying to get some email. We're trying to figure out how to do the emails for the website. So we're good. We'll get there. I'm still in a learning curve on all this stuff. And unfortunately, most of it has to be done for me because I'm too much of an idiot to figure the internet out when it comes to all that technical stuff. So be patient with us. Rex and I will get it all figured out. We did get we was having a problem on the website to where you couldn't enter your phone number, so it wouldn't accept y'all's email or whatever to me. We did find out that was happening. So if y'all ever get on the website and find there's an issue, just let me know and we'll get it fixed. But so now we got that fixed. I think Anyfin was the one that was having problems with that. So, but yeah, that should be taken care of now, guys. So now we do, those were 1/8, and now we do a couple 16ths. And these are on 2/0 hooks. So these are giant hooks as far as crappie jigs. I mean, as you can tell, look, that's a big hook. I see where, there you go. See, that's a huge hook. That thing's 1.5 inches long, maybe longer. See if I can get any more bigger feathers off of that. The length ain't the big deal. It's the length of the overall feather. That's not the deal. This is what you want on these bigger jigs like this. You want that long. Danimals, welcome in, bud. So now you're going to stick around all day to go out there and hunt again this afternoon? Okay. I was going to go to town, but I need to go to Home Depot and get some parts to fix the toilet. I bought a new toilet a while back and got it put in, but it seems to have a rock. Like when I try to get up off of there, the front wants to rock a little. Well, now this stupid thing, it didn't do it for forever until this week. So I think it busted the plastic flange underneath the toilet, which means you got to take the toilet up, turn the toilet over on the side. I bet you that on the bottom of the toilet. So if you don't know your toilet bottom, where that sits on the ground, it'll have a center rib in there. And that center rib's probably too high because the toilet's not the greatest. I mean, we did buy, $200 toilet, so they're cheap. But yeah. So now I got to fix the toilet. Probably have to go to town to get that, which I wanted to go fishing today. So I wanted to go to the lease. But if I got to go to this stupid store, I ain't going to make it to lease. Good thing about it is if I go to Hutch, then I can get gas for it's like 270 something for 93 octane right now.
Right now it's $2.99.
In Hutch?
No, in Keenan.
Oh. Yeah, at the there's a gas station in Hutchinson, and then there's some in Wichita that they get their fuel locally. So there's a refinery close that they get their 93 octane from, and so they're able to pass that on, and it's actually cheaper than the expensive gas. I mean it's cheaper than the cheap gas, even though it's the expensive gas there. Get it spit out right. So one more of those blue ones. Actually, I'll tie that afterwards. I'll put that up. Let's tie a different color just to make y'all quit looking at the same thing. We do this. Actually, I already got that in there. Let's do that. Let's get a piece of marabou this time. So like my marabou, I'll take it and see it's the length of the body, and then I set that part right back there on the tail, and that's how I get my length usually. Split shot baits, how you doing? Ain't seen you in here for a while. Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody in here is doing good. We like I said, we was gonna go fishing today, but I think we're gonna have to change our plans. You know how life goes. We also need to get over and get some more material for rod holders before too long. And if you guys haven't checked out the rod holders, go to the website. Check out my rod holders if you're bank fishermen. I know there's other rod holder companies out there, but this just gives you another option. Y'all want one of those? I think we've decided that the rod holders are just going to be $22.50. So my phone's blowing up. LG Bass, welcome in, Tom. But yeah, I think we're pretty much just going to say that the rod holders are $22.50, and that's just it covers the pain, it covers everything. It just I had more into them than I originally thought I would. So this is just kind of where we got to be at, guys. So if you're interested, pick one up, a couple of them up. The more if you buy a couple of them, each additional one you buy, they go back to $20. The first one's $22.50. And then after that, I'll make a deal with you guys out here on YouTube. So if you mention that. But if you buy them off the website, they're going to be straight out 22. But I don't know if you can do that quite yet. I think we're trying to still get that set up. So just be patient with this. We're new at this. We're learning. We're figuring it out. Windy Jane. So there you go. There's a little bright one for you guys. Sometimes you just got to have something that stands out. With that chenille, the double hook color chenille. But also we got some shirts. I'm out of size 4X. We got new hats in. Got some new stickers coming, so I'm out of stickers. So those that haven't gotten stickers lately, be patient. We'll get there. They're being made as we speak. So let's do a little purple head. Let's go with a little bit of rubber on these little jigs. So we got a little, this is like the bass skirting rubber, and that's that purple. It's got some blue flash on it. Now, when you do these kind of jigs with the rubber and stuff, you got to really cinch down on your thread. Get that thread locked in good. But then you get these tied in there. And these work really well for, your bait fish, your bluegill, your trout, stuff like that. I didn't like the way that rubber laid there. And just like I said, if you make a mistake, it's just wound up, unwind it, and start over. Okay. Then when you get back here to where you want to end it, you just kind of go lightly. This darker color is a little bit harder for me to see. I just to see better, got a piece of white foam down here where I'm looking past it and seeing that white foam. I need to go probably get new glasses again. My eyes are getting kind of shoddy again. So then we got this color here, if I get it untangled. Jody said she's going to go to a different ramp tonight. Yeah, thanks for sharing out the links to the mods. If you guys aren't mods yet, just be patient. We'll get you there. You gotta get to. It takes time to get to know everybody, and I'm just not gonna go willy nilly.
Let's say. Second. Yeah, but what does it say?
All right. Boy, that one wants to stand up. Funny. There. Broke. Well, that jig went to quick. I tried to get those to separate, and they just broke. So now we only got one on the end. I'm still going to put it in my box. The other two broke off, so it's only got one little tail on there. But it'll work. I'll put a grub on the end of it. Let's do that again. Be a little bit more careful. I wonder if that rubber just might be a little. I've had some of them rubbers for a while. No, it's still viable. I don't know. Sometimes I think I probably just wrapped it too tight and cut it off. Wait, what do you got, Gregory? They all want to see what you got. You might as well come over and do your show and tell. Gregory's back, y'all. So this is what we got going on. Here, Gregory, come show them what you got. We got a mess of dogs. Step back a little bit so they don't try to jump up on the table. See, we got dogs wanting to know what's going on here. So there's Gregory. What you got, Gregory? You got a dragon? You're not going to let them have that one, are you? Here, look, I'll take that dragon tail. Can I tie a jig with that dragon tail? Oh, okay. No, Rosie, we're not getting that as a baby. Here, put that. What do you got? Show them what you got. You going to say something?
You got that car for me.
Half Century said, I'll take that one, Dave. What'd you get? Oh, a little heart that says bestie.
That means
you're gonna put it on the. Gonna put it. That means best friends is what He's thinking. Yeah, he every week if you guys are new here, every week we have Gregory's show and tell time, and that's when he gets back from the thrift store. He likes to show off what he got, and but also he buys stuffed animals for my dog Rosie. That was the red Doberman that was standing there, and she will tear them up big time. I mean, she just. They usually don't have any stuffing left after the day. It's like a while back we got that big old giant teddy bear and gave her that big old giant teddy bear. That thing did not live, but it did for a week. It took her a week to defur it. I mean, to destuff it. All right. Now we'll tie this one. There we go. Tie this one where we don't snap off them.
When you're done, I need.
Okay.
You know how to put it on there?
I got extra fluff flying around here. Whoops. All right. I want to show off, but no one will let me.
That's mine.
Huh. What'd you say? Yeah, it gets rotten. It dry rots. It's just like tires. Any kind of rubber, the longer it sets there, the rubber bands, things like that, it can just sit there and just from the atmosphere. So it just oxidization of rubber. So there you go. That's what it's supposed to look like. It's supposed to have 3 little pieces on there like that.
Put back on it.
So where are we at time? We still got a few more minutes. And just to end it off, we'll tie a few of the actual orange that we do for double hook.
That's not how you spell Rosie. Oh, if you read it that way, yeah. Yeah.
And I think all them feathers are junk.
Yeah, that way.
Might be able to pull that one.
So when you walk the dog, you can read it saying Rosie.
Ah!
Here.
Rosie needs a what? Kevlar toy. Yeah, she's got a Kevlar, one of them Kevlar fire hose toys, and
it doesn't squeak no more.
It doesn't squeak anymore.
But she still plays with it.
And it's half. She has chewed through half of it. So.
It's been a year.
I mean, every once in a while, she'll come to me and be like making mouth movements and stuff, and I'll open her mouth up, and she'll have a piece of it stuck between 2 of her teeth, and so I'll have to pull it out.
But it's been a year.
But it took her a year. Yeah, we've bought the indestructible toys. We bought one that was like it was a rubber chew bone, and it was called an indestructible bone.
Still on it.
She still has it, but 20% of it is gone. She's chewed off the chunks of it. Okay. But yeah, so the plans this week is going to try to go fishing.
Okay.
I don't know what I'm going to do Monday. Tomorrow, though, I'm going to try to go fishing. Monday, we're hoping that we're going to be able to go. Tuesday I got things to do Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, I got maybe go fishing with Jason Wednesday if he wants to go.
If he feels better.
Well, lately he's just been doing it because nothing was biting and he didn't want to drive all the way down here and waste the gas.
Oh, his ankle.
So then yeah, I don't know. Me and Rex have been trying to go fishing on Tuesdays or Fridays, but I'm not going to make it this week on Tuesday, I don't believe. So I got an appointment that day. Okay, the rest of them feathers, them are all junk. Ain't gonna use no more of those. I'm just gonna tie up one of those then. I got a couple in my box. I just wanted one more. That one's got a little bit longer tail and it's a marabou. So, and that's that fluffy ended marabou. Sometimes those, you know,
Gregory.
I prefer this. I prefer,
Gregory.
you know, not super poofy. Okay, now, get off my finger. So now what I got is I got a disco gold.
Do it.
What are you chasing the dog around for, Gregory?
No, he's saying you put the chain on her.
Oh, you put the collar on her? All right. See, look, you got to hold her snout. You put the collar on her. So now that's Gregory's bestie.
Gregory.
What's funny is she turned out to be such a tall dog. Find my ginger feather here. Okay, so this is actually the color ginger, like, you know, the root.
Heat it up.
So this color here is the color that I like. That it emulates or imitates or whatever you want to call it. I'm not, you know, y'all know me. I ain't freaking elegant with my words.
Get it out.
Anyways, so and see there again, is it elegant or eloquent? I don't know. But anyways, here's a little ginger feather, and then we got ginger sparkle, flash. Yeah, he tried to put Rosie in a sleeper hold. What Matthew? Hey, Gregory, Matt from Want to Be Outdoors says Gregory tried to put Rosie in a sleeper hold. He's smiling really big. That's funny, but true. Sometimes he does. And sometimes she'll do like what she does. She just wants to lick and love, and she lays on your lap and then snuzzles and tries to get up underneath your armpit, and he'll go and he'll put her in a headlock and he'll be like, "Don't you do that?" And it's funny. Okay, so now here's the other. Okay, so the color that I'm using for the chenille on this one is this. So it's like a golden olive with blue in it. And I don't remember what they called it because, like always, I take my chenilles out of the bag and then don't remember what they're called. And when I buy chenille, I just buy what I like, or if I need if somebody goes, "Hey, do you got this? You have this certain color?" I'll be like, "No, but I'll get it," or "No, give me a few days, and then I'll order it and get it in." Usually, when I order chenilles, though, I like to order at least 10 packs at a time because then you get the same shipping, whether you order 10 or 1. Off of where I get my stuff from. Yeah, our weather here, we had 10.8 inches of snow on Saturday. Most of it melted Sunday. The rest of it melted on Monday and Tuesday. Then Wednesday we went fishing, didn't catch much. The front come back through. Started raining yesterday afternoon. Been rained up until just a little while ago. So hopefully things are filling back up. So, but this here is like, you know, those little mosquito fish that swim around the edge. Some people call them lake guppies or whatever. They're actually mosquito fish. That's what they eat, is mosquito larvae and stuff up in the shallows. You'll always see them right next to bank or in about 3 to 6 inches of water or whatever, hiding in around the rocks, things like that.
Keep on buying them because
you put in for tags in Kansas and didn't get them.
I already have.
Yeah, sorry, bud. My son just tried to chase a buck. How big is that buck, Timmy? Oh, he's in the John.
You could get another one.
But these little jigs work really well, especially jigging up around the docks here in Kansas. River Rat, good morning. Yeah, Ernest has gotten some of my jigs. I think most of you in here have. At least a good portion of y'all. If you haven't, hit me up if you want some. All right, we're gonna tie a couple more here, and then I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna have to go pee. Where are we at? Oh, 16 minutes. That's after the hour. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to get out and do some crappie fishing this week, and hopefully that snow and that extra water. I guarantee the lease is back full again. The lease is still about 16, 18 inches low, but it's only a 22-acre lake, and it has a lot of side ditch runoff off the highway. The only bad thing is it does. I'm sure it's going to wash some of the, road oil and what have you into the water, but may not want to eat the fish for a while, let things settle. But there's another one. Now, so like I was saying earlier today when we started the show, this week we have our show. We're about done with it. We'll have a show next week, and we'll have another show. So we'll have 2 more shows, and then we're going to be off for a couple weeks. So, Timothy, how big was that buck? 10? 10.8? Probably. A lot of trash. Yeah. He probably scores in 150. Yeah, and he's saying that deer probably scores in the 150 class. So he says he's got a lot of trash. Otherwise, he's got a bunch of little spikes on him. Yeah, non-typical. He's going to have a bunch of stuff off. Like the 16 point that his wife got last year that probably a 19. But trying to measure them little ones there, they were like 7/8 of an inch, and they got to be an inch long to count. So yeah, if he would have had just a little bit more minerals in this. And this next year I'm putting out 5 blocks this next year. So I'm going to get 2 deer blocks, but then the rest I'm just going to get the dark brown mineral blocks for cows and just put them over there on our deer plot and let them eat. Help grow some of that. See, our venison here is fairly lean too.
Gregory.
Yeah, road runoff is not so bad. Now, like, here's the thing is the road runoff is only a mile stretch. So it's about a quarter mile up the hill this way, and there's about a quarter mile bottom of the hill, and then about another half mile up the hill. So you have 2 crowning hills going down to the culvert that runs alongside the road that runs into there. But then you got the 6 square miles north of the highway, 6 square miles of land runoff goes right there underneath that culvert into that lease. So you are having 6 square miles of rain shed going into this lease, and it has a giant overflow. It's got a 6 foot by 6 foot overflow. So the concrete basin inside of it, 6 foot wide, 6 foot deep, and you go down in there and there's a 6 foot by 6 foot tunnel out the thing. So it'll flow a lot of water. But by doing that, there's a lot of water turnover when it does rain, which most of the time kicks the fish off like crazy the week after we get a good heavy rain. All them shads start moving and feeding on the algae that's blooming in there and everything else, because you're getting that field runoff. So you're getting some nitrogen and stuff off the fields and some other fertilizers. And it's this time of year, they just probably sprayed 2 weeks ago. So you're still going to get some mineral runoff. It's going to put a bloom into the water, especially with us having some 60-degree temperatures this week coming up. And the shad will go nuts. Things will start moving. And maybe the bite will turn on either, really strong, or we'll just all be fishing in a body of water for the fun of fishing instead of catching. So I got one more jig that I tied this last time and we used and did really well. I'm going to show you, and then we're going to go ahead and say goodbye to everybody. So this is fluorescent yellow, and this is like big bird yellow. It's like super bright, and it stands out. Now I'm going to have to pop that thread off, put this thread back in. Let me swap threads here real quick, guys. Yeah, brake dust runoff. So you're gonna, and then you're gonna. There is a bridge there too. So, and it's a fairly long bridge. And if you guys don't know, from cars going over the bridge over and over and over, all that exhaust fumes. So you're getting, all the stuff that you get harvest out of a catalytic converter. All those minerals that they get out of them, the titanium, the cobalt, and everything else that I mean, just there's a lot of stuff produced from catalytic converters. And if you don't know, they're heavy metals. So when they come out of the exhaust, they hit that ground, they hit the sand and stuff. They just lay on that concrete. They get swept up against the edge of the concrete guardrails, because ours have concrete guardrails here. And you can actually go out, and they've got crews they got guys that'll go out and they'll sweep this stuff up and do DOT testing and things like that, and environmental testing. And then you got other guys that go out and they'll harvest it up and actually refine it like you do a catalytic converter, which I think is kind of nuts. But so it's been a proven fact that all that trash is there. So then when it rains, it's all going to go where? Into the pond. But being 22 acres, it is enough that we eat a lot of fish out of there, and we haven't had any problems. And I've even had tested some of the fish, and all the levels were within normal. But we're eating crappie, and if you guys don't know, crappie only live 8 to 10 years max. Their average lifespan of crappie is 4 years, so they don't live long enough to build enough toxins in their system to hurt you. It's not like a catfish. If you're eating a catfish over 10 pounds, you're taking your life into your own hands as far as metal content. Now, blue cat's different. A blue cat is the only catfish that can expel the heavy metals out of its system. So when you're eating big flatheads or big channel cat, you're taking a risk of getting heavy metals. That's why they say only eat those fish once in a while. But crappie and bluegill, since they don't live very long, you can eat them on a regular and don't get any problems. And I mean, that is the to the best of my knowledge anyways, and after talking to a few biologists and some people about it and reading some articles and stuff, that's kind of the census that I came to. But this color right here, that fluorescent yellow tail, that fluorescent yellow head, and that pinky kind of peach color with that yellow body, I know it's not showing up very well, but those do really well too. So but hey guys, next week we're not going to be tying jigs. Next week we're going to be tying we'll be tying jigs, but I think we're going to do some bucktails so we can get some walleye stuff done up and do some walleye testing. We went over to Lake Afton and we did pretty good as far as bait fish stuff, white perch, bluegill and crappie. They were all well and good. We had one good pull on the catfish rod, started doing that whole click, 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 and then just stop, get you all excited. But we never had them fully take it. So, and then we had to leave. So we had to reel in and we were done. But so we're going to keep trying to go back. Flathead season's just about over here. I'm pretty sure with that amount of snowfall we got, the water temperatures dropped way down into the 40s. That we were still into the low to mid 50s in some places. So we were still had a chance at flatheads. Well, now I think we're pretty much done for flatheads unless we just put it right in front of one of them's face or something. I know they still eat during the winter, but they don't eat much. But the blue cats are turning on really strong. So, I don't know if somebody said there is blue cats in Lake Afton, but we're going to find out. I know there's channel cats in there, and channel cats don't turn off. They bite all winter long. But we're going to really target the walleye out there. So that's what we're going to see about doing. And we tried to, again, to get a pontoon boat. Um, and I had enough money to do it. I just didn't pull the trigger just because, uh, just, there was just a couple issues that just wasn't there. And I'm not going to settle. That's going to be my thing. If I'm going to settle, I'm going to go buy a turd that I can fix myself and put a new motor on and stuff like that. So I'm not going to settle. I keep telling myself I'm not going to settle. So, but hey, y'all, it's been a pleasure. I'm grateful to each and every one of y'all for showing up. Remember, hug a friend, tell a friend you love them. Tomorrow's never promised. One of these days we're just going to be gone. We've had enough friends die lately, and enough friends have health issues lately. You know, y'all need to remember to pray for everybody and pray for yourself first and foremost of all. So, remember, there's only one person to blame for anything in your life, and that's the person staring back at the mirror. With that being said, y'all have a blessed week. Y'all get out and do some fishing, do some tying. If you don't know how to tie jigs, go get you a basic kit and just figure it out. It's not hard. It's fun. It gets addictive. You'll tie some stuff. And once you catch something on something you tie, you get such a feeling in your heart that just drives you nuts. Makes you want to do it again and again and again. My son's got buck fever. He just ran out of here this morning like crazy. Well, I got fishing fever and I've had it for a while. I'm probably not going to ever get rid of it. So I gotta take my doses of fishing and, get my fishing virus in, just get it going and build it up. I'm just kidding. There ain't no way I'm getting no damn shot. So, hey, y'all be blessed. Have a great day. Go tie something. We're going to get out of here. I got my boy sitting here and stuff. We're going to bullshit for a while. Whoops, excuse me. I said the bad word. I'm sorry. We're going to BS for a while. I apologize. You didn't hear that.
Gregory, I'm plugging light and